Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about writing prompts. Now, I actually was kind of surprised to find that not all writers are on the same page about writing prompts. Now, personally, I'm not speaking for all writers, but personally, I have no problem using writing prompts. I think they're a lot of fun. I think they inspire new ideas. I just very much enjoy writing prompts. A few things to consider about writing prompts. Some readers and writers have come to me and said, I don't like how much information some writing prompts provide. They feel like if they're telling them the whole story, it's not just a quick little writing prompt, it's a whole paragraph of a whole story in itself. I actually agree with them on that one, which is why I don't always stick to a writing prompt. I don't know if any of you watched the Q&A, but when I wrote Underwood 5, it actually all started with me changing a writing prompt. I didn't like the way the writing prompt sounded. I was kind of bored by it. So I changed it up to make it interesting. And that inspired a whole story, a whole novel. So absolutely, you don't have to stay married to a writing prompt if you don't like what the writing prompt says. Writing prompts are really for me just for fun. They haven't inspired all my ideas, short stories, or my novels that are in the works, my drafts. They weren't all born from a writing prompt, but some of my short stories and my novel Underwood 5 came from a writing prompt. Now here I have a little book, 100 prompts for science fiction writers. Now I absolutely love and enjoy reading science fiction. So sometimes I scribble off these for fun. They're not always, create an entire novel for me or a story for me. They don't always inspire that. But they provide a lot of practice. You can write about space or whatever you want. You can do whatever you want when it comes to writing. A writing prompt just kind of puts you on in the writing mood. That's all a writing prompt does. This one is a very tattered version. I'm sorry if you can't see the cover. I've had this for quite a while, and I have written it to death. Now you can starts with one sentence or sometimes a paragraph. Too much information, right? But it's just this one I just used for practice. I personally like to write 1,000 words a day. So these were a lot of fun. And if I'm not in the mood for these, you can write about anything you want. But a writing prompt, I just very much enjoy it. But I do find it kind of intriguing. There's such a difference of opinion in the writing world about it. Writers either detest them, or they really love them, or they even feel embarrassed about talking about it. Oh, I use writing prompts or write writing prompts, which was kind of a new one on me because NaNoWriMo is not a thing anymore. But when it used to be a thing, I really enjoyed getting in groups, and then they would say, here's a writing prompt, and then I figure, oh, how fun, and I'd write on that. Or if I wasn't in the mood, I'd go ahead and skip the prompt, and I'd work on one of my drafts for NaNoWriMo. So yes, I don't see any personal issue when it comes to a writing prompt. But I'm surprised at the debates I'm seeing on social media. It could be just a social media thing. How people feel so strongly about it. Writing prompt's bad, don't get into it. It's not your idea if you use a writing prompt. Other people are thinking, hey, I don't have any problem with a writing prompt. They just tickle my imagination. So yes, personally, I think writing prompts are great. I've come across writing prompts I couldn't stand before. I just skip them. Pick what I want. I've actually written my own writing prompts before. I'll have a notebook or a journal, and I'll start writing in it and figure, oh, this sounds like a fun prompt. Well, what if this? What if that? It's just loads of fun for me, a writing prompt. Of course, remember, as an author and a writer, you don't always need a prompt to come up with an idea. An idea can just flash into your mind, and then you've got a story. So don't think for a minute that a writing prompt stifles your imagination, because it does not. Your imagination is there and will always be there. So thank you for watching.